Morning, girls. How we doing? We're back here from Chantal, Marie, Foodie Beauty of the Reverts of the Mornin. And this is live at the Kuwaiti Scientific Center of Kuwaiti.
Okay, honey, let's see how much.
As you can see, I don't even need to play this bit. As you can see, she's here. She's exploring a new place. We might realize that she's wearing different clothing in this footage because, yes, she literally has been here before. She has been in the kids area and she has played with the kids' toys before. Because I know there's a lot of drama to do with her weigh-ins and everything like that. My favorite part is the security guard who is just smiling to herself as she awkwardly walks past because she is just there just to check out the show. My favorite bit about this is that her and Salah both get on this like how much water is in you thing. Which I don't know, it's probably based on like your weight or something like that, or maybe it sends vibrations to you, kind of like it does when it says checking your muscle mass. But apparently her and Salah have exactly the same amount of water in them, which is bizarre since, like, even based on her fake weight, she weighs like, I don't know, like times and a half, 2 times what he weighs. But, sure, Papa, this is from a year ago, back when they were doing the couples channel. This was one of the very first videos they filmed in Kuwait. I remembered it, so I thought I'd go back and check to see if she ever used the measuring thing. But no, this one here, this right here, this is the weight and BMI checker. And mysteriously, they don't do it. They do a couple other ones around it. But no, mysteriously, they don't do the weight one. So for everyone asking, has she done the weight one before? Does she know if it's broken or not? Yes, she has more than likely done it before, and she just didn't include it in the couples vlog because, I don't know, maybe she didn't get the results she wanted this time. So let's jump to the current one. Okay, now we're at the current one. I'm going to put it down to 1.25 speed. I didn't really want to do reactions. That's set on community tab post. Pretty much the majority of this is them just walking around, picking up animals and poking animals and tapping at the glass at animals that have been stuck in tiny, tiny little glass displays, and it's not really nice at all to see. I know some funny bits, like apparently Sal at one point, like she tries to like touch his hand and he like pulls away and walks away from her, which is like obviously do we need to see that anymore just to see that the relationship is fake? But this is obviously the bit that has a lot of contention going on in the audience because people are like, oh my god, I guess you can't really argue it. Now, firstly, notice you have to stand on a pad. The back of her left heel was pretty much touching the edge of the pad, so it really probably wouldn't be very much for her just to slide back and like change the weight because I'm trying to remember, she is literally a professional about lying about her weight online. Also, as you can see from this little display thing, for some reason it's all the way over in the fat, like the red, showing that she's super morbidly obese. See, look, did you see that? Look, okay, if you look down here, her left heel is off the pad at this point. So, like, am I saying, can you do a lot to manipulate your weight there? No, but like, for all we know, when it goes back up here, and he steps in close to check the weight, because you can't see the weight at all right now, and we can see that it's over in the red. Could she have slipped her foot back and done it? Yes, she could, because that's what she does. I think this is really funny that the whole community is just turning like Sherlock Holmes, and she's like Moriarty, like Moriarty. Awful, the worst I've ever said, because it is just all trying to like work out ways that she can mess it, and it's so much more fun than her actual weight talk, because her actual weight talk is like the most uninteresting part about Chantal, but trying to work out where or how she might lie, that's actually genuinely fun. So, we obviously go in here, and we notice that she is 122 centimeters tall, which is very impressive. It means she is genuinely, I think it was like 4 foot tall. She's also like 150.3 kilograms with the body mass that is just under obese. Thank God, she's just slightly overweight, guys. Oh, never mind. She's 122. She's 24 centimeters now. 150.4. Actually, no, never mind. She's 150.7. 121 centimeters tall.
Wow.
Actually, no, she's 151 and 125 centimeters tall, and she's just like, she's fine. She's a great weight. She's a little bit thick based on this scale here. I love for like obese guy, they have a big chunker guy, but for obese woman, she's a bit thick. She's a bit thick. Now it's heading back up that way again suddenly. Oh no, never mind. It's going down. It's going up.
Our scale.
It's accurate, yeah. Like definitely, if it's moving that much, I would consider this to be entirely accurate. Yeah. Now she's 151.6. She has gained 1.2 kilograms while standing in place. That is massively impressive. Not gonna lie, when I got home, the first thing I did was get on my scale and weigh myself, and then I reached over and put my hand on the windowsill and just pressed up because I've never thought about doing that before, and I did that. And I changed my weight by over 30 kilograms just by doing that. I was like heading towards losing half of my weight in like one go just by pressing down on the countertop. Like that is so easy to do. So like, we'll see what our actual weigh-in now is because it's not a huge amount to say. Obviously, Salah gets on next. Salah weighs himself. Right. And so at one point she jumped. Sorry, so now she's 130 centimeters tall.
51 and half.
And now she's 108 centimeters tall.
See?
How can I be so... See? Mic drop? see, guys? Totally real. I love it.
But she's flying.
She's flying, guys. She's 1 meter tall. And then obviously Salah gets up onto it, and you know, Salah is 95 kilograms, which I'm gonna say is heavier than I kind of thought he would be. He's also like 179 centimeters, so he's like my height. he's suddenly like my height, I guess. He's like, remember she said he was like 6'3", 6'4". He's my height. he's 179 centimeters tall, which I think is like 5'10", you know?
Yeah, about 95
right.
kg.
Yeah, exactly. I'm 94 to 95.
Yeah,
Wow.
there you go.
That's fantastic. So, yeah, so it doesn't record Salah correctly, like, whatsoever. Also, we've never seen Salah get weighed. Salah's just like, yes, that's what I'm weighing. In my opinion, Salah looks thinner, because Salah doesn't have any muscle on him whatsoever. I wouldn't have looked at Salah and think he's 95 kilograms. I wouldn't. I realize he's tall, but I don't. Look at it. Look where it's put him. Based on his apparent body mass, he is just under. He's the same level as Chantal in the morbidly obese category. I'm sorry. I don't believe Salah's 95 kilograms. I just don't. So I don't feel this is accurate. But she did do weigh-in, so we're going to cut to that now. It is her weigh-in with her husband filming her, because nothing screams, I don't care what my haters say, more than 3 separate weigh-ins across 3 separate days. Nothing would convince me more that she doesn't care than that. So yeah, one more sec. Okay, guys, we are back, and this is my husband. My husband weighs me in weight loss vlog. Did he pick you up or something like that? I go, yeah, that feels like 150 kilograms to me. She's got her finest clothes rack just sitting over there in the corner now. I wonder if it's still resting. When she got it on live stream, she was just like, it needs to rest today. I've only just put it in place. I was like, what? What are you talking about? So this is 15 minutes long, so we're just going to kind of play into it, because we've already kind of wasted enough time just going over the last little weigh-ins and discrepancies that I feel. And you know what? She could totally blow me away. I haven't even seen what her apparent weigh-in is or anything like that. So I do know what? I could come away going, you know what? We can't really argue that. I probably still will, because it's me, and I like to argue. I think that's fun. So let's go.
Hey guys, how are you? I have another video for you guys. This is
so excited.
The last and final weigh-in I will do for this week, because I've weighed myself multiple times.
That's so sad. I've weighed myself multiple times because I'm still desperately trying to convince people online that I'm thin.
Times on different scales, even. So,
on different scales, even. Well, 2. like 2. Scales is technically correct, but like 2.
Yeah. So this is the final weigh-in. So I had Salah weigh me today. He was available, he was home, and
for once, because he's such a businessman.
I got dressed up and everything, so yeah. I put socks on because my feet...
Because your feet are horrendous and everyone laughed at them last time. I got dressed up. You're wearing what you've been wearing since you came back from Thailand. Like, I don't remember, I know I just saw it, but I don't even remember what she was wearing in Science Fair. I just assumed she's wearing this.
Need some TLC badly. I'm planning on getting a pedicure at some point. I don't know.
No, because your toes are purple. It's something with your nails. Your toes are purple.
Really care right now. I'm worried more about this lifestyle change, one step at a time. So
yeah, how about one step at a time on that treadmill? There you go. That'll help the lifestyle change.
But yes, so I will start the weigh-in here.
Yalla.
Hi guys. All right, I'm ready to do my weigh-in.
I noticed we're no longer in the bathroom. That's a good start, I guess. How about you weigh the YouTube subscriber plaque so we can see if it's real silver?
Salah will film me this morning.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so let's get to.
Shall we?
All right.
Okay. Blanc.
0.
So it says 0. So far it says 0. I'm going to make a point. I probably can't argue this as well as other people will be able to argue. Because I know people said, well, the thing is you can actually initial 0. Once you 0 it for the first time, it always thinks that is 0, even if it's like minus whatever, you know? So like, even if she steps on it now, even though it says 0, it's already in his head thinking like minus 30 kilograms or whatever. I don't know. Honestly, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a fatty. I'm sorry to break the illusion. I'm just a potato and dog shit. So I've never had to like alter my scale in any way or worry about scales or weight limit of scales or anything like that. I guess the one recurring argument would be that if she is over the weight limit for this scale, it probably wouldn't be shocking if it keeps showing the same weight over and over and over again. I don't think we've ever really seen anything apart from this kind of variation of weight. So, steps on. She's away from the counter and all, which is good.
Alright, what's it say?
I can't see your feet, so that's probably bad. There's a big black pool there. It's her soul dripping out. Let's go! Oh my god, I got to see her toes. Fantastic. She didn't blur this. See, this is what I said about the reflection thing. You didn't need to blur the reflection like whatsoever. So 152.4. So she's put on apparently 2 kilograms since last night, since her weigh-in, because like it said on the machine that we definitely believe was 150.4. Sorry, 150.5, 150.8, 151.5. So I wonder how long she's saying it. I would have just kept going up and up and up. So 152.4. I like her feet are on it and everything like that. Well, to be fair, her toes are barely on it. Like, but whatever. Like, I don't think she can really close her thighs much more than that.
So that's
the
exactly.
counter was further away, so it wasn't like she could probably reach out very easily and put her hand on the table and press down to change the weight or anything like that. So can I debunk this for you? No, I can't. I'm a potato. I don't debunk things. I laugh at things. Yeah. So is she a skinny queen? Possibly. Maybe if you use filters, maybe if you use filters on the scale, it makes your weight skinny too. Maybe there's an extra 0 there and it shaved off the 0 in the filters. There you go. That's gonna be my theory. I don't. Like I said, I don't know. I can't really argue that. You know, she got on it. She looks heavy as fuck. She got on it. She still is like heavy as all fuck. But like her weight changing so dramatically by the day is kind of odd. It's like I said, the other one is meant to be believed in anyway. It's 150 kilograms. And suddenly she's 152.4 or something like that. So she's like put on like at least 2 kilograms in the past day. Well, the past night, because that thing was last night. So that was in the morning. You shouldn't go to sleep and wake up 2 kilograms heavier. That doesn't make any sense. Generally, if you go to sleep, that's why you weigh yourself in the morning, because you're usually your lightest in the morning because you haven't eaten anything or anything like that yet. So I don't know. Maybe she put on a lot of weight from helping move the treadmill. She put on a lot of muscle there, guys.
Exactly with the scale at the scientific center. If you didn't see that, I weighed myself at this.
It's exactly what it said. It's not. It's 2 kilograms heavier than that. So it's not exactly the same. It's kind of, come on.
Like big. It was an industrial type of scale. If you look at the bottom
of industrial type of. It was you have literally no idea what the schematics of that thing. It was an industrial scale, guys. I thought I saw them bringing a car to weigh it on that as well. Bro, you literally have no idea what's under that pad. It's for children.
Like it was, you know, it was kind of like, I don't know. It was a huge scale.
Look at this thing go.
So,
oh, she's skinny.
I know some people thought that it was for kids, but it's actually.
It is for kids.
There's some areas that are more for, like, you know, it's meant to be for like educational.
It's educational for. Sorry, for. Oh, yes, you're entirely right. Adults, definitely. The BMI thing was definitely for adults, and the how's your balance, and the what's your heartbeat like, and the how much water is. That was definitely for adults and not children.
For children, but it's not. It's only for children, and I don't think that scale has a weight limit.
For example, parents can also weigh, plus Sal's weight was accurate on that scale. Well, we have no idea what Sal's weight is, and like I said, I don't believe 95 kilograms. I just don't, because it looks too heavy for him, because he's not a big guy. Like, I know we joke about him having floppy tits and shit like that, but he's not like a big guy. I wouldn't have put him as 95 kilograms. Also, parents can weigh in. How do you know? Like, did you build the place? Did you write the rules for the place? I love her smug face because she's like, I've won.
Feel free to investigate it if you want to. That's your...
Phone the Q80 Scientific Adventure Land of Q8. Hi, can parents weigh in on the scales? Like, I don't... Yeah, if they want, I guess. I don't fucking... What? Investigate it. Like the Sherlock Holmes thing.
I'm using this same single scale I have with the stain on it and everything.
The stain was blurred in the last way and No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Like, it was blurred out for, like, literally no apparent reason. This is when I get to the point of I think she is just trolling us, because, like, that was so weird, because even, like, her drawing attention to the, sorry guys, I've had to blur my scale, and it doesn't, like, we just saw her on the scale. It didn't make any difference, like, whatsoever, you know? Because, like, she's wearing a dress. If you thought there was going to be such a reflection, why would you need to blur it out? I don't know, it feels, like, too trolly even for her to do that.
Actually, let's clean it, because it's been a while since I've cleaned it. Windex. and every time I do a weigh-in,
Sorry, I just felt the need to skip that because I don't care.
Always explain myself, and I don't know why I feel like the need to do that, but I guess that's my problem.
Yes.
But I'm not going to be doing it beyond this video.
Oh, I can't wait for that next video or next live stream or whatever the fuck comes next. The reason you have to explain everything constantly is because you lie all the time about, like, everything. So then when you say something to people, people go like, you're probably lying. That's why you feel you need to. Also because you are incredibly parasocial. Like everything you do is about your online perception, your legacy. That's why you feel the need to explain everything. It's like I said, like if someone came out and said, "Oh, Potato Man, you sound like, I don't know, you don't have a girlfriend," I'd be like, okay. I wouldn't feel the need to like get her on screen or something like that. Like, see, do you have a girl? Because I don't care. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool, thumbs up, and then I'd move on with my life. You can't do that.
I think I've shown my fair share. If you're still skeptical, that's a you problem, because I think I've proven enough that, you know.
This is the biggest problem with her when she comes out and trying to be smug afterwards. It's like, this is a you problem. It's like, well, no, it's a you problem, because the vast majority of people somehow are able to exist without everyone thinking they lie about everything. Like pretty much 99.9% of the world, people like say something, you're like, yeah, okay. Because you believe them, or at least you think that they think it, you know. You believe them in a certain way, at least. But for her, she says something like, I'm not sure.
My weight is not rigged in any way. I would have nothing to gain from that. I'm not ashamed of how much I weigh.
Yeah, you are.
By that, I mean, I've never hidden.
You are massively ashamed. That's why you have filters on. Why you lie about having filters on as well. That's why you're ashamed of it. You're ashamed of going outside. You constantly are eye darting around. If you hear someone's looking at you in the background, you finish your meal at 3 times speed and then run away. Like, you are ashamed of your weight. And the thing is, it's absolutely fine to be ashamed of your weight. To be like, you know what, I've let myself go. I feel unattractive. But she can't do that because she has to win everything.
My weight from anyone. I've never hidden my body. Everyone carries their weight differently.
Right,
it just depends on a lot of things. If I was weighing myself and I was reaching the limit of the scale, because a lot of people have said,
what people think you are,
maybe you're heavier.
Oh, please don't say the stupid thing, because she is so stupid. She did this thing before where she claims, like, see, the thing is, if I was over the maximum weight, the scale would say error and would not give a weight. And it's like, that's, how do you know? Did you build the scale? You have no idea. You're just saying that because it backs up your idea, as opposed to other people who are saying, if you said it, the scale might not know what to read and might just say fucking anything.
Too heavy for the scale. Why would the scale consistently read the same readings?
It's not.
Over and over again.
But it's not consistently reading the same readings. Like you say, you bounce around generally within about a 10 kilogram range nowadays. So if you are bouncing around between the same 10 kilogram range, it's not the same. It is changing all the time. Like between that and the last time you weighed, like every time you weigh in, it has been different. It's not like a little bit different where like most people will lose weight. They might lose like 0.1 of a kilogram in a day if they're doing like a slow burn, or 0.2 kilogram. You know, maybe if you go crazy, maybe you might lose a kilogram or something like that in a day. She could weigh herself in and then weigh herself 12 hours later and it'd be like a 3 kilogram difference.
It was reaching the limit. Reaching the limit would be 180 kgs, not 152. So it would...
How about you then hold, I don't know, 30 kilograms worth of stuff, get those potatoes and the carrots and all, and then step on it if you're trying to prove your point, and see what it says then. Like, these are ways to easily break this, because if you're going to say, it would just say error, it wouldn't give out like a random weight, that's something you could do.
Max out at 180, and you would not know if you weighed more than that beyond. So I don't think if the scale was over the limit that it was...
Does she think it would just say 180 and just stop there? Like 180 exactly?
Read 152, 154 consistently every time I've been weighing myself lately these past couple of days.
But you've claimed massive weight loss every single time. So how are we now back up to 154?
But you're, again, for the skeptical people, you're allowed to think what you want. It really has no impact on my journey.
Why are you so upset about it?
Whatsoever.
I usually try to prove people wrong 3 times in a row if I'm not bothered.
Regardless if people think I'm lying about the scale, about my weight, I will continue to weigh myself. I will continue to put myself out there, and without shame, and yeah, without lies. So,
okay.
This scale...
I never abuse my cat, guys.
This one here, Wansa brand. I don't even know if we have that in Canada. Wansa. You can look it up.
It's a Q8 brand. ... Only. ... Why did you write it like a Stephen King novel? What the fuck? Is she trying to do that because she's like, haha, none of you can test it because it's Q80 only? Is that why she's doing it? That's so weird. What's all the ellipsis for?
That's your prerogative as a viewer. But this scale is not from the villa.
Yeah, we
you
know,
could probably easily go back
one.
In videos and live streams and see that the villa scale was a different scale.
We know.
So
it's been shared around recently because people were sharing around the video of you having tampered with the previous scale. So people do know what that scale looks like because that was the one you tampered with. You know why you said you're not ashamed of your weight and you don't lie whatsoever, but then there was a scale that was tampered with, and when people ask you about it, you're like, yeah, I don't know about that, bike. What does he be jumping on the couch?
This is a new scale that Salah bought me when I was in Kuwait.
Oh.
I asked him to get me a scale.
I asked him to get me a scale that would make me skinny. This is a chipped PS2. If you ever get a PS2 and you want to play all region games on it, you could chip it. You could get it chipped. My mate knows someone who could chip that thing, and you get someone to chip it for you, and then you can play region locked video games. That's what the scale. It's a region locked scale. Q8 only. Just drop me
One of the
hints.
beginnings of my many journeys and cycles. Yes.
I know she's trying to be sarcastic with cycles, but it's like, yeah. But that is the true bit, though.
It is a cycle. It's a cycle, of course,
Yep.
of, binge eating cycle.
The Chantal cycle.
Just dieting cycle, all that. So that's why I want this to be a lifestyle change, not just a diet cycle.
Cringe.
Trying to be more realistic and
Buzzwords.
make smaller changes, and in hopes that those will add up. And
What smaller changes? Like, you apparently just changed your entire way of eating, and apparently also conquered your food cravings instantly. Like, where is the small change? You bought a fucking treadmill. This is the problem with her when she comes out and says stuff like this, and it tries to act smug or tries to act like she's won or something like that. It's like, bro, but you aren't changing. You're saying like, oh, see, the reason why I'm doing so well is I'm doing a lifestyle change as opposed to a diet. And it's like, okay, but those are basically the same thing. Like, lifestyle changes is the buzzword because diet became like pretty much like a negative word that people really didn't like anymore. So a lot of people started using lifestyle change instead, even though it more or less is the same, because it is just like cutting back on food or eating different types of food that are healthier for you, and also like exercising more. That's what a diet always has been, but people just call it lifestyle change now because it sounds nicer. Like, but you like took out all fast food apparently, are eating way better, way smaller, and exercising way more. But that's a drastic change for you. It's not a small little change.
make a difference over time. I'm doing that so I don't overwhelm myself, because that's how I've always failed in the past. I get too overwhelmed and just say screw it and just throw everything out the window and just go back to my old habits. So yeah, you can see my new treadmill.
I love that it started moving there on its own. I want to know what the weight limit of that treadmill is there, because that's a skinny little thing.
In the background, overlooking the Gulf Sea. And
well, it's actually looking at a curtain right now. I've been looking at that Gulf Sea. You've been looking at the Gulf Sea for a year and a half and it hasn't helped you fucking lose weight. Why would this suddenly help you lose weight?
I did try it and everything is fine.
Oh, did you?
Works very
well. You didn't film you trying it. That's suspicious. Again.
well, and it seems to hold my weight well enough. But I'm going to be doing a live, 10-minute workout on it.
So embarrassing. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Probably later today, so be sure to subscribe.
You're so tentative about that.
And
be sure to subscribe and check that out. Who are you talking to? Your headmates? The ghosts of the cats that you previously murdered or something like that? Who are you talking to?
Become a member of my channel. If you would like to, you can use the custom emojis I have
Cool.
to see if there's a bigger loss maybe in a week or so.
I don't care.
And I will, have Salah film that weigh-in too. And yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the last weigh-in, I didn't have him film it because he wasn't available at the time I wanted to do it. It just so happened, and I was just
so happened because he's a businessman. He was doing businesses and things like that. It's not that I tried to do it and then people didn't believe me, so I had to be like, "Oh, I'll pay you an extra 50 fucking dinar if you come over and weigh me."
Like impatient and like wanted to get my video done and everything, and I was happy with my weigh-in, so
sure.
I was excited to do it.
You're happy with your weigh-in that you hadn't weighed yourself in yet because you were waiting for him to weigh you, but you already had weighed in because you're happy with the weigh-in? I'm sorry, I'm not really following there whatsoever.
To do the video and didn't want to wait around for him to be available to film me. So, but beyond that, I'm also trying to make changes in the emotional intelligence department. So
I can't wait.
I'm trying to really not let my emotions, particularly, I have trouble.
My emotions, particularly. Look, I get it. You want mid-roll outs, but god damn it, you don't have to spell out every syllable.
With anger, I anger very quickly.
No.
Get irritated very quickly.
I get irritated very quickly, like when fuckers make me weigh myself in 3 times in 3 days.
And
I'm
really trying to get a hold of that. I'm really trying.
Terrible at it.
Not.
She was simmering this entire video, like sit back and forth between like anger and smugness. But yeah, totally in control of her emotions.
To let anything trigger me, I'm trying to just be positive and be very kind.
When?
I think that.
When? Like genuinely. Like, guys, I'm not going to do anything too drastic. What I'm going to do is totally change my entire personality and outlook on life. I'm going to totally change my diet, and I'm going to start working out all the time. Just little changes, guys.
and it's so classic, but it's so true. Kindness gets you so much farther in life than being
so embarrassing.
a jerk, you know, for lack of.
So, okay, see, this is entirely just a reaction channel, because she has this weird thing where she keeps going like, well, you can think I'm unhealthy, well, people are negative about me, and actually, it's medically, scientifically, doctrinally proven that if you're negative, actually, you die way earlier, because I'm actually a really nice person, just so you know. She goes with that fucking constantly. She's not trying to talk about herself not being a jerk, because she doesn't see herself as a jerk, she sees herself as a victim. She's entirely pointing that at, like, reaction channels. It's like, now's the time for you guys to be nice to me.
A better term, are just having a negative outlook on life. You know, I think we can all agree we're all on the same journey of life.
Told you, it's not about her, it's about everyone else.
No matter what we do, we can't control the fact that God's put obstacles in our way. There's gonna
Guys, I don't lie about anything, especially not my way in. Now let me pretend to believe in God here for 1 wee second.
be many ups, there's gonna be many downs.
Oh God,
several of them probably even throughout the one day that we're living now. I haven't always been a kind person.
You've never been a kind person.
I've said and done many things that have hurt people, and
oh my God.
that bothers me a lot. And
that like bothers me like a lot. Believe it.
You know, if I've ever said anything to you as a viewer, anything like that, anybody who I may have hurt with words, I do sincerely.
Just a viewer. If you're a viewer, and maybe you guys want to start watching me again, you know, because I did realize that my live stream had 360 people in it the other day. I'm just saying, you know, as a viewer, if I've ever upset you in any way and you want to come back and start watching my videos, please, because I'm broke, I'm sorry-ish. or a recent live stream had like 360 live viewers in it because like she deliberately started putting in mid-roll ads during the live stream, which I hate. And I have never seen anyone actually do it. There were a couple people who were cheeky and they did it right when this thing came out. And this came out like months and months ago, like 8 months ago or something like that, probably even longer than that. YouTube give creators the ability to put live stream like ads in. So like you can put it however often you want, like every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, every 50 minutes, whatever. Or you can just put it in manually. You just click the button anytime you wanted one to pop up. I obviously never did it because like I'm not greedy or anything like that. And in my opinion, if I was watching someone and they were having like ads throughout their live streams, why I don't watch Twitch, because it just bothers me. It totally breaks the flow of the live stream, so I don't want to have to do that. There were a couple people at the start who did that, were like, oh, YouTube's making us do it. And I think they weren't. YouTube never made you do it. It was an option right from the get-go that you could choose to put in ads if you wanted to. And you would have to click the button each time you're adding one, so no one ever had to. They were lying to you if they ever said that. Chantal, however, 8 months after that, suddenly decided to act like it was a brand new thing that YouTube had introduced and start putting ads in the middle of her live stream, and her view count tanked. And she pretty much admitted it's because she's not getting much in super chats, which is just fucking pathetic, especially because she acts like she doesn't need this.
I apologize. You can always reach out to me if it would be very meaningful.
You can start watching my videos
to get some kind of
oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
Apology from me directly if I hurt you.
Oh, she's so embarrassing.
I mean, I have put out a lot of like swear words and
what?
Sometimes like a lot of vulgarities in my.
I have abused my animals, but the main issue is because I'm pretending to be pious right now, I have said a naughty no word every once in a while, guys, and I'm sorry for that, guys. I said flip and fudge, and not even the good size. It's so fucking stupid. It's so dumb. This is embarrassing. Imagine coming away from the high of like, kind of like I said, doing a weigh-in that people can like easily just disprove like they usually do, to like groveling for people to start watching your videos again. Like, oh my God. All of the victory points that she could have had from this, she could have been like smug for at least a week or two from like doing this and stumping people. But like instead she has to grovel for people to start watching her fucking live streams again.
Past and done some things that are very controversial, and I don't have that in me anymore. I don't have that.
See, most people who are sorry for things say what they're sorry for. They don't say like, I'm sorry for, you know, stuff, and I think I swore once, and I've done other things maybe as well, and I'm sorry about, you know, ish.
It's a learning curve for me, but there's a lot of lessons that Allah has taught me that have been also very valuable. And
she's back to pretending to be a Muslim again. Like, just suddenly, out of literally nowhere, she is back to full pious Miriam. Like, God, I can't wait for that live stream. I can't wait. Oh my God, I can't wait. God, I might stop recording right now to see if it's live, because that sounds like it's going to be fun as fuck.
I will do many videos on talking about things that I've learned.
many
I've been writing them
videos.
down. As soon as I have an epiphany, I write them down, and I'm just like, that's a lesson, you know? Same thing with Bangkok. I feel
Like, anyone gives a fuck what you think about anything. You're stupid. Like, that's the bluntest and meanest I could possibly be about. Like, anyone cares what your epiphanies about. Who cares what you say? You're dumb. You're a bad person. You're not, like, an overly interesting person. People laugh at you because you're a train wreck, not because you have some, like, deep-seated wisdom or your piety or anything like that. So, like, trying to teach people how they should live their lives when you're this, and this is the best you have, is trying to argue with randoms online about if your scale's broken or not. I don't want to hear from you what you think about anything.
I feel like if I got anything out of going to Bangkok, I feel like being turned off of a indulgent lifestyle
Sure, bro.
is
Again.
definitely beneficial. I think that, you know, everything happens for a reason, and I think that, you know,
Try to remember, she acted exactly the same way when she went to Cuba and also at the end of the last Bangkok trip. She's acted like exactly the same. Like, people would argue she acted the same in Canada, but it was more like off screen, but on screen she like binge content. Like, come on, come on.
I had that in the back of my mind, like, okay, I'm going to Bangkok, you know, I can be more free, I can be more indulgent. And
Really?
where did that get me? It made me depressed.
That's not what you said last time about why you're going to Bangkok. You said you're going to Bangkok because Salah really wanted to go back to it, but also Salah wasn't going back, and that's why you picked Bangkok, because it was somewhere that you knew and you felt safe going to. Like, you kind of changed it now. We're on, I think, a fourth, fifth different reason for why she's going to Bangkok.
It made me sick, physically very sick, mentally sick.
Oh my god.
And just
And now I'm
miserable.
pious.
And I'm so much happier and clear-minded here, and I'm so much feeling a lot better anyways. So I still have a lot of health problems that probably won't diminish until I'm a lot smaller in weight.
Or ever.
And
Like, ever, really.
who knows? Maybe they won't even go away. You never know. So I'm hoping they will, inshallah.
Are you so fat you can't cross your fingers?
Maybe they won't even go away. You never know. So I'm hoping they will.
Are you so fat you can't cross your fingers? Bro! Is that what the weight loss was? What the hell?
Inshallah. But, you know, I'd like to get rid of my CPAP machine, honestly. It's a pain. I hate sleeping with it.
Sure.
I mean, it's like, I don't feel it anymore. I'm so used
You
to
think it's a celebrity. Like, you made a rap about it. You think it's like a relic. If you were Christian, you would have that on the relic wall. You think it's so quirky, like the Kia. Like, no, you don't ever want to get rid of it. You'll probably auction it.
it. Doesn't bother me to have it on, but I don't love it. I would rather sleep normal. I would rather be able to just take a nap on the couch like anyone and not have to worry about wearing a CPAP, you know? So there's like goals I have that I need to achieve and get busy doing.
I love her goal for weight loss isn't to travel with her lovely, handsomest man, sweetest love person, whatever the fuck she's calling like Salah nowadays. It's so she can have a nap on the couch. It's like, bro.
And so yeah, so I'm just wanting to focus on my life, focus on my journey, and I know that
She's really
that will
starting to look at
probably
us
affect
again.
my channel. Like I'm sure that
She's really starting to look at the camera this entire time.
most people, I'm not, you know, ignorant to the fact that people come to my channel
They don't like
for
you.
drama, for the
They don't
train
like you,
wreck,
'cause they don't like you.
but a lot of people, you know, I have
No, you don't.
beezers
No,
who
you
just
don't.
come for me, and I really appreciate.
Yes, you have 300 beezers. Maybe at a stretch, you have 300 beezers. You know what? Fantastic. That is not enough to live on. It's just not. I'm just going to tell you. It is just not. Unless you're putting out like constant content, streaming 24/7 with ads or something like that, or putting out lots of videos. 300 people being your dedicated diehard fan base is not going to do it for you. I get 300 viewers per stream. It's not a full-time job.
Appreciate you guys. You know, I love doing this for you guys, and that's fine. I have to do what I have to do, and you know, that's all I can do. This is more important
This is more important. That's why I dedicated 3 minutes of this video to begging you to come back.
than views. This is more important than YouTube. This is my life, and I do want to share the journey because, you know, there's so many people going through it. I really hope to help people with
what. But she's like, okay, let's just say out of this like weight loss thing, she has basically shared nothing. It was like talking, oh yeah, we're getting a gym. Oh yeah, we're getting a gym. Oh yeah, we're getting a gym. Well, we aren't actually getting a gym. We're not getting a treadmill, but we are actually getting a treadmill. Well, actually, we are only getting a treadmill. It's not going to be a gym. It's going to be literally a treadmill just stuck in the corner in the living room that I'm going to walk on maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, or actually up to 30 minutes a day suddenly. Where is the journey? Who could like sit here and watch what you're doing and replicate it? Like no one could because it's so vague. You show half a meal a day and say, this is my meal for the day, guys. why aren't you showing all of it? If you were actually doing it, do it like Amberlyn. At least Amberlyn knows how to grift this shit properly. She will actually do it what I ate in a day, and she will show throughout the day what she's eating, and this is what she's claiming. Obviously, we don't think she's actually doing that, but like, if you're showing us everything you eat in a day and telling us this is what I'm actually doing, here's me exercising, this is what I usually do around the house, that's documenting your journey. Right now, you're just sitting there sealing constantly and, I don't know, playing Crazy Frog. That is the majority of your like content recently.
With it, you know, for me, life on Earth is kind of
cringe. Oh, cringe.
Meaningless if we don't
just
try
died
and
a little
help
inside
other
there.
people. You know, we're not an island.
What? Chantal, well known for wanting to help other people. Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Oh! She's literally trying to just pretend to be a different person suddenly, and it's the creepiest shit. She's like full skinwalker mode.
Not meant to be, you know, totally just isolated from the rest of the world when it comes to
then leave your house.
You know.
You claim you already do help loads of people. You claim you give away lots to charity already. You claim you've been donating to Palestine. You claim you did the boycott so you could help the people of Palestine. All that shit. And we find out you weren't actually doing the boycott, and then you forgot about the charity thing. I've never mentioned it again.
And if I get healthy
I will be a beacon of light in this world suddenly because I lost weight. You know, like loads and loads of other people do in the world. But I'm special. If I lose weight, the world will be a better place suddenly and we'll colonize Mars. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? You're just fat. That's it. That's why I say you're not an interesting person. You're just fat. You losing weight doesn't make you interesting or special. It makes you normal.
Yeah, stay tuned for the live stream. I will try the treadmill and I'll do it sometimes
deal.
on live, but for the most part.
So never? Why don't you do it every time on live? Like, why not? I also love that she got the fucking treadmill with a cup holder. That's where my slushy goes. Like, why don't you every time on live? It's apparently 5 to 10 minutes of work. That's what she said. She's going to do like 5 minutes. Like, so she said on this live she was going to do 10, even though she previously said 5. Why don't you just do like every single live stream then? Because then you've guaranteed you've done at least 10 minutes of exercise a day.
You know, to be totally comfortable,
Keeps, like, turning around and
really
showing it.
up a lot of the time, so I won't do it every day, but I'll do it once in a while. We'll see. I don't know. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next.
If you could like go on an actual live stream and do it for like 10 minutes, like tonight, for example, and prove to everyone that you can do it, because that's literally the only reason you want to do it, is to try and prove people wrong once again, because that is like your entire fucking existence, then it means you can do it in a hijab, so you could just do it in a hijab. You're just already making excuses, which is not a great sign. But that's going to be the end of it. It was kind of a funny video at the start, because like the weighing thing and all was funny, you know. Like I said, it is quite a funny thing. I even like the community's reaction to it, because people like laughing about it and joking about it and trying to find ways to prove that she was wrong is really, really funny. But her like actual like pathetic groveling and trying to pretend to be a different person who is just the nicest person who's ever existed, and the reason she's losing weight isn't for herself, it's to literally save the world. She's basically just Gandhi. It is so embarrassing. It made my skin crawl because it's so fake.
Bloated.
It's comedy gold. It's amazing. I turned her over and it's on. Look at her go. Look at her go. Oh my god. Our dainty queen. Our 330-pound dainty queen. My god, look at her. She's such a dainty girl. You need crazy frog music to cheer you up. Ugh.
Okay, let's step on this thing.
Look at her sweating already. She's just stretching.
Ooh.
Let's go. Oh my god, go. 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 What? You lied to me, Chantal.
I think we're good.
Oh my god. Remember she already had tried this, guys, and it worked everything perfectly?
Too fat. I'm not even kidding. It's like lagging.
Literally in the video we just watched, she claimed that it worked perfectly, guys, and she's already tried it. But now she's like on it, and she's confused how it works, and it's not actually working correctly. And it's like, it's lagging. She's too heavy for it.
It's at 2 speed.
What is... She's holding the fucking side rails. What is 2 speed? Is it miles per hour? Kilometers per hour?
I think I'm too fat.
Oh my god. She oh my god, I can't believe it. I might have to react this entire thing. How long did she stay on it for? You know what? She actually stayed on for longer than I thought it was going to be. Actually, she did stay on for about 10 minutes. Never mind. She's off it again.
They usually hold my weight better.
Sure, bro. Okay, so I just thought I'd jump onto that. Like I said, she has 240 people watching her right now. That's really all I feel like I need to say about it. She is 240 watchers right now. That's going to be it, guys. Maybe I'll do like reactions to this one later on. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Oh, that must really fucking eat her up, actually. I just noticed, just Breezing Tay's live sniping her and she has 211. That must really upset her. I keep checking in whilst I'm editing this because it's way funnier than pretty much the entire video. Minty is now up to 122 watching. Do you want to know what Chantal's at? 193. Because she's playing ads in her video. Like, of course she is. I don't know what Just Beeson is, but I'm assuming Just Beeson's probably beating her now as well. Oh my god. That's going to be it, guys. Everyone take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.